Time Museum, the first watch museum in Iran. Tehran City, considering that it is the capital of several dynasties in history, historical monuments as well as very old houses can be seen in this city. Among the palaces and museums of Tehran, Zaman or Time Museum is one of the most beautiful and best palaces where you can spend your free time. This museum was established about 16 years ago as the first Iranian watch museum on Zaferaniyeh Street in Tehran. The architecture and decoration of this museum is very interesting, and for those who are looking for a quiet environment in Tehran, this place is very suitable. You may be wondering what period the building of the Museum of Time on Zaferaniyeh Street in Tehran belongs to and who owned it. Therefore, we followed the history of this museum and found that the building dates back to the Qajar period and belongs to the reign of Muhammad Shah and Nasser al-Din Shah Qajar. The building of the Museum of Time in Tehran, or the House of Hossein Kodadad, is more than 80 years old and was built during the Qajar period. The garden in which this building is located was one of the lands of Firdo's garden, which was also in the possession of Nasir al-Din Shah's son-in-law, but after his death, his son became its owner. Due to his lack of interest in the garden, he cut down its trees one by one and used it as firewood in Tehran stoves. After him, Hossein Kodadad bought this property, and at that time the building inside the garden was a one-story mansion made of clay and mud, and had a wooden frame. Kodadad ordered the use of iron frames instead of wooden frames in the building, and these changes took about 10 years. He made significant changes in there by strengthening the building and constructing a floor on the ground floor, and also asked the best plasterers in Iran to take steps to decorate the walls of his house. The master of Kashi art was selected as the architect of the building. Ebtekar engineer was selected as the building consultant, and Haj Ramazan Abajan also worked on it. Designers such as Haj Abdalkarim Naveed Tehrani, Farhad Yayapour, and Haj Ali Shiki also worked on the house. It took about 12 years of plastering Hossein Kodadad's house to finish, and finally this house became a work of art in 1977. The interior architecture of this house is a combination of Iranian and foreign styles, and in the entrances and margins you can see a combination of Qajar style. The museum building also houses a variety of antique clocks from the 17th to 20th centuries. The first floor of Time Museum is for different and interesting examples of weighted and cookie mechanical clocks, such as falcon, pendulum, desktop, wall and standing clocks, each of which shows a kind of combination of art and industry, which shows that in the past, attention was paid to clock decorations. On the second floor of this building, a collection of watches and pocket watches can be seen. watches, some of which belong to celebrities and some of which have special uses. Other interesting sections of the museum include important calendars from around the world along with examples of simple and ancient calendars, introduction to famous calendars, astrologers, and timekeeping vessels. It is even interesting to know that there is a replica of the oldest Iranian historian document, namely the inscription of Bistan, in this place. This was a brief history of this historic and lovely structure of Tehran.
خب همین اتاق فرار رو گفت میشه اینقدر با من چیزی که نگو تولد امیررضا بود من گفت کرد دیگه بینم همون استادی نباشه که من کدو اکسیه رو کنم یه ما اینجا یه دونه بایسته میخوای آبان جفتش رو بذار از این آلبوم میتونه رو بذار
کردم